There is a truth we all learn sooner or later. Purpose doesn't grow fast. Purpose grows slow. Purpose grows quietly. Purpose grows like fruit on a tree, long before anyone sees it. You don't plant a seed today and eat fruit tomorrow. You don't water a tree once and expect a harvest. You don't rush what's God's growing. You wait, you trust, you stay faithful. Patience is not passive. Patience is spiritual strength. Patience is choosing peace over panic. Patience is choosing faithfulness over frustration. Patience is choosing goodness even when the results aren't visible yet. And here's the part we forget. God is never late. I want to thank you for joining me here on Faith Between the Lines, and I'm Scott. Every tree begins with a seed. Small, fragile, unimpressive. You can hold it between two fingers and barely feel its weight. But inside that is an entire future. Branches, shade, fruit, nourishment, and beauty. Everything is already there, but none of it visible yet. And that's how purpose works. It begins quietly. It begins humbly. It begins in the soil of your life, buried beneath responsibilities, buried beneath healing, buried beneath seasons of waiting, buried beneath the parts of your story you don't want to talk about. For a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. You pray, nothing changes. You obey, and nothing moves. You grow, and nobody notices. You show up, and the results don't match the effort. But beneath the surface, God is building roots. Deep roots, strong roots, roots that can hold the weight of the future He's preparing for you. Patience is trusting the unseen work. Patience is believing the hidden growth is still growth. Patience is choosing peace when progress is invisible. Patience is letting God work in the dark before He brings anything into the light. Because the deeper the root, the sweeter the fruit. And God is far more interested in your roots than your speed. There is a danger in rushing what God is growing. Fruit that grows too fast is fragile. Fruit that ripens too early is bitter. Fruit that's forced before its time falls to the ground and never fulfills its purpose. And the same is true with us. When we rush healing, we repeat cycles. When we rush relationships, we ignore red flags. When we rush purpose, we step into rooms we weren't ready to carry. When we rush growth, we end up exhausted instead of prepared. Patience protects you from premature fruit. It keeps you grounded when your emotions want to sprint. It keeps you humble when your ego wants to prove something. It keeps you aligned when your fear wants to take control. It keeps you faithful when your frustration wants to quit. Patience is not God withholding from you. It's God protecting you. Protecting your heart, protecting your future, protecting your purpose. And patience is a fruit of the Spirit, which means it's not something you force. It's something God grows in you as you surrender, as you trust, and as you wait, as you stay faithful in the slow seasons. Patience is not punishment. Patience is preparation, and preparation is love. One of the greatest battles in the spiritual life is the battle with time. We want things now. We want clarity now. We want answers now. We want breakthroughs now. We want fruit now. But peace grows when you stop fighting the timeline. Peace grows when you stop comparing your season to someone else's. Peace grows when you stop assuming delay means denial. Peace grows when you stop believing that God is late. Peace is not the absence of waiting. Peace is the presence of trust while you wait. Peace is another fruit of the Spirit. and it grows best in the patient hearts. Hearts that breathe, hearts that rest, hearts that release control, hearts that stop rushing the process. When you stop fighting the timeline, you stop fighting yourself. You stop fighting God. You stop fighting the season you're in. And suddenly, the waiting becomes lighter. The pressure becomes softer. The journey becomes calmer, because peace is not found in speed. Peace is found in the surrender. Every tree needs water. Not once, not occasionally, daily. Faithfulness is daily watering of purpose. It's the small choices that don't feel dramatic. It's the quiet obedience that doesn't get applause. It's the gentle consistency that nobody sees but God. Faithfulness is choosing goodness when frustration rises. Faithfulness is choosing kindness when you feel overlooked. Faithfulness is choosing integrity when shortcuts look tempting. Faithfulness is choosing self-control when emotions flare. Faithfulness is choosing compassion when you feel empty. Faithfulness is not glamorous. Faithfulness is not loud. It's not exciting, but it is powerful. Because faithfulness keeps purpose alive during long seasons of waiting. Faithfulness keeps your heart soft. Faithfulness keeps your spirit aligned. Faithfulness keeps your roots nourished. Patience and faithfulness work together. One keeps you steady, the other keeps you growing. And when you water your purpose daily, even in small ways, even in quiet ways, even in the tired ways, God honors it. God multiplies it. God breathes on it, because God always blesses what is faithful. As a reflection of this episode, I wrote a poem for it called I'm Grown. A seed begins in quiet soil, unseen by watching eyes, but roots grow deep in hidden ways before the branches rise. The fruit does not appear at once. It forms in patient grace. For every season has its work. Each moment has its place. So trust the time God chooses. Let peace replace the climb. For purpose grows the sweetest when the fruit is given time. There is always a harvest of some kind. Always. But only for those who wait well. Waiting well doesn't mean waiting perfectly. It means waiting with hope. Waiting with peace. Waiting with trust. Waiting with humility. Waiting with compassion, especially towards yourself. Waiting with goodness in your actions. Waiting with gentleness in your spirit. Waiting with self-control in your decisions. Waiting well means believing that God is not withholding from you. He is preparing you. He is strengthening you. He is maturing you. He's aligning you. He's shaping you into someone who can carry the blessing without breaking under it. And when the harvest does come, it comes suddenly. It comes beautifully. It comes abundantly. It comes in ways you didn't expect and at the time you couldn't have predicted. Purpose requires patience because purpose is worth waiting for. And the harvest is always sweeter when it grows at God's pace. My closing blessing for this episode and you today is may patience rise in you like a quiet strength. May it steady your breathing, slow your racing thoughts, and soften the pressure you've been carrying alone. May peace settle over your life like morning light, not loud, not dramatic, but warm, faithful, and steady. May faithfulness take root in your daily rhythm, in the small choices, the unseen obedience, the gentle disciplines that water your purpose one day at a time. May kindness shape the way you speak to yourself in the seasons where growth feels slow. May goodness guide your decisions when shortcuts whisper your name. May gentleness soften your reactions when frustration rises. May self-control protect your heart when impatience tries to take over. And may you remember this truth. God is not late. God is not withholding. God is not ignoring your prayers. He is growing something in you, something strong, something steady, something rooted, something that bears fruit in the season. May you trust that the soil you're planted in. May you trust the God that tends to you. And may you trust that the harvest He's preparing will be worthy of every moment of waiting. I want to thank you for joining me here on Faith Between the Lines, and I hope I met you right where you are. You being here in this space matters. Your questions and comments are always welcome and can be left on YouTube or on Buzzsprout. Before I close, I want to take a moment to honor the families and the men and the women of our military, those who serve, those who have served, and those who stand behind them with quiet strength. Your sacrifice, your courage, and your commitment to this great country do not go unnoticed. May God bless you, protect you, and surround your families with peace and gratitude for all you give. And always remember, you are never walking alone. We'll see you here on the next episode.